We're getting some good stuff this week, guys. This is the Elements of Spirit reading for the week of January 23rd for the element of water. That is for Cancers, Scorpios, and Pisces. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay. Very cool image this week that shows forth. I asked the element of water, yo, water, what do we need to do? And I see this beautiful image of the water, of feet in the water, feet associated with root chakra, earth. So hearkening to the ether reading for this week about now that our hearts are beating with more spaciousness, we have a better awareness of what we really want to nurture and what we want to give ourselves to. And the idea here, you guys, is that it is... we want to keep the water levels at a minimum. We want to, as the wind picks up, we want to keep the water levels at a minimum. We want clarity. We want clarity to blow through. We want the wind to blow. Let the cool breeze set my feet. I think it's Fiona Apple. Water over the feet says, the path has been hard. Oh, everyone's been walking, right? In one way or another. There's been a lot of marching and walking and standing and sitting, and the idea is that whatever you've been through in the last week, it does take a toll. Is this annoying? I hope it's not annoying. It does take a toll. That's better, right? Everything you've been through in the last week takes a toll, and the idea is to use the circulating energy of water to wash the dirt off your feet, to break up the calcification of the realities that we are dealing with. So there's something else that I picked up here, which is going to be how to use the fire in this week as well, how to use fire as well. But in this case, what makes your heart beat is usually an easy question for water signs to answer, because it's like, what do you care about? Oh, everything! I care about everything! All the time! Oh! I'm so sensitive! I'm not making fun of you, I'm making fun of myself. So the idea is that, when you care that much, fire signs, like if you care too much, rah, it's different, and it's like, out of my way, I'm marching! It can be really ignited, passionate. The idea with the water signs is that you're marching, you're walking, you're standing, you're doing what you're doing here on earth because you care so much. And when you care so much, you could have shown up somewhere over the weekend. I'm sorry, something's itchy in my nose. You could have shown up somewhere over the weekend and become disoriented, overwhelmed, because of how much you care and how overwhelming it is and how emotional your surroundings and everything that's going on is. It can really overwhelm you, and the idea is that that's why the message is about don't submerge yourself, as we said to the fire signs. Bathe, wash, cleanse. You've got to temper the heat of this fire, the heat of this passion, in order to be able to apply yourself to the work that's before you. Water signs, there's going to be tempering that we're going to talk about one second. But for now, it's like, use the cleansing properties of water, the universal solvent. Water can dissolve anything over a long enough period of time. Give yourself time to... I was going to say to not feel so hard. I was even going to say give yourself time to not care so much about everything. And this is where we use the fire. How to use the fire. What ignites me? What ignites my passion? What ignites me? What ignites me? What causes are not overwhelming me, so I can commit to them, because fire does have to do with commitment. Solar plexus chakra, right? What am I committed to based on the standard of truth in my heart? So the idea here is that we want to use, I say we because I'm Scorpio, we want to use the fire element to meditate on and ask, okay, obviously I care about everything, but what do I really care about in a way that doesn't feel like caring for everything? What is something that I can imagine committing to over the long term? And then you use your watery element to say, okay, I care, and I'm not overwhelmed by caring because I'm tempering my caring with the element of fire, of commitment, of passion, of drive, of action, and I'm going to do this over the long term. That goes back to the ether reading, saying I'm doing this over the long term because I want to give of my best self to the problems or to the causes on earth that my heart tells me I'm committed to in this new time of spaciousness. So it's about duration, about endurance, about what excites me, not even what turns me on, but what ignites me, what incites me, what gives me that element of fire in my gut. And then use that to temper the hyper-emotionality of water, to say, okay, let me try this. So then the other idea would be, you don't have to commit to something forever right now, but do give yourself like a window of something or other. I saw someone who, joined the ACLU. A good friend of mine put up her card when it came in the mail. Great example. I don't know how long the membership period is, but the idea is like she's going to be paying dues and getting newsletters and being engaged with the ACLU for the next year. I know she's got a lot of other stuff going on in her life, so maybe she can't do everything all the time that she would like to do, but this kind of commitment says, okay, I have felt it, I have cared, I have chosen, I have committed, and now I'm not going to take on 17 other things until I feel that same fire of ignition inside of myself, as opposed to that sort of more general nebulous quality of I care about everything that water signs are often used to experiencing. Wow, it's cool. It's very grown up one, grown up affirmation for element of water this week. I use the sense of my passion to clarify my causes and commitments. I use the sense of my passion to clarify my causes and commitments. It's cool, guys. There's some meat in there. I like to try to, I don't have any say in these affirmations. I usually have to submit to the affirmation that's coming through. And this one is meaty, so I like it. I'm sticking with it. I use the sense of my passion to clarify my causes and commitments. I find that thing in me which burns. And I use that to clarify my causes and commitments, to allow my care to wash away the 16 other causes and commitments so that I can be truly committed to the cause that beats in my heart, that is compelling me to work on earth at this time. I use the sense of my passion to clarify my causes and commitments. Thank you for your time. Thank you, beautiful water brothers and sisters. All of my love from my heart to yours. See you next week.